Hey, welcome back to my channel, Mommy Trainee. So Young Living had a flash sale for 3 days towards the end of October, and look what I got. This is an extraordinary sale, so let's take a look. So during the flash sale, which only lasted, I think, 3 days, there is a bunch of 15 milliliter oils that is 20% off. 20% off. And I think I've got every single one of them except for maybe one like eucalyptus, because I have a lot of eucalyptus. Plus, I have a young kid at home, so I use eucalyptus very, very sparingly because, eucalyptus is one of the oils that, when you breathe in a lot, it could affect your, what do they call it? Like the lungs cold receptor. And it could actually make your breathing very shallow. And in very, very young kids, it could actually stop their breathing. Like an infant, they could actually stop breathing. So I made a very a mental note in my mind that, whenever I use anything with eucalyptus, rosemary, and I don't remember what's the third one. There is more. Whenever I use those oils around my son, because my son is a little over 4 right now. He's been using oil for maybe about almost like a year now. But I made it a point that, hey, if I use eucalyptus or anything that has eucalyptus in it, I would use very, very sparingly and make sure I dilute it, into extremely light, dilution. So that's why I still have a lot of eucalyptus and I don't need to be, restocking them. But I think I got all the other oils. I stock up as much as I could and as much as I should. Of all the oils, I think at least 4 of them are from the premium starter kit. And if you have the premium starter kit, you just finished your first, batch of oil and you need to restock, that was actually a very, very good sale because 20% off a 15 milliliter bottle, I think even last year during the holiday, it was only about 15% off. So 20% off, and it's certainly some of the oils that that you use every single day. If you're using oil, it's a very, very good deal. So let's get started. I made my order to at least 300 PV so that I got all the freebies. And since this is a quick order, because it's only available in quick order, you cannot get the 20% off on your ER order. The freebies does not include any of those ER exclusives, so it's only 3. But it's good enough. Those are the stuff that I really, really need, and we'll go over that in a minute. So let's go over the first oil that I got is a not a lavender. I actually most of these oils I got like triplets. So I got 3 lavenders. Lavender is actually the Swiss Army knife of essential oils. When in doubt, if it's not frankincense, put lavender on it. And I've been using lavender quite a bit these days, because not only because it's in my every night diffuser blend for my son and myself, because my diffuser blend now has like 4 oils in it, and lavender, it's definitely one of them. I have them like pre-mixed in one bottle so that, when my son goes and, drop oils into the diffuser, everything is already included in there. So I have a big batch in there. I recently ran out of Thieves dish soap, and silly me, I don't know why I ran out. I thought I have another bottle down, at the sink cabinet, but I didn't. My husband was like, I didn't see it. I'm like, it's there, look for it. And then lo and behold, we were out and I didn't know about it. I don't know how it happened. It should be coming expensive. So once that ran out, I, obviously went to Target, get something. Actually, no, we didn't go to Target and get something. I already have something that I got from Target in the past that I have not used. So it was an Honest Company, dish soap. At first, I'm like, okay, it's supposed to be good. It's supposed to be plant-based. I'm sure it's good. I've been using it for maybe a week into it, and then my hand started to break out. And I know that it's from this soap because every single time when I feel a little something coming on to my hand, that I have, rashes, and it broke out, like, I don't know if you could see it, like little things here, like eczema. Every single time when things like that happen, it was when I was actually using the dish soap. So I don't know. I think it's related to that. So, now I kind of stopped using that for a while. I have my husband do the dishes. Whenever I have to touch this soap, I have to like wear gloves. But I've been dousing lavender on it, and tranquil. So I need a lot of lavender to douse on my hand now to make sure that, whatever it is, I have to do something to calm my skin down. I have another like two little thing here that is starting to kind of fade, but they're a little itchy. This one is newer. Yeah, and once in a while, if I started, using the dish soap again, this whole area, it's gonna turn red, which I'm like, I thought it's a good product, but oh well. Going back to Thief, but that's the reason why I'm like, okay, I have to have lavender because I have been using it like water these days. Um, Actually, any kind of like little cuts that I have in the kitchen, yeah, burn, yeah, douse it on it. So that's why lavender, yeah, it doesn't last in my house. So, long story short, the second oil that I have restocked with the 20% is the Thieves. Obviously, we are in the fall and winter season now. Thieves is a must, and obviously I got three. Um, quite honestly, I've been using it a lot these days, because this year, for some reason, I started not feeling well even before it gets cold, like before the weather gets cold. I've been on and off with something, and I've been using Thieves to kind of suppress it, don't let it come out, like make sure, that, I'm diffusing it around the house so that other people around the house, like my son and my husband, does not get sick. So luckily, my son seems to be okay. Like he didn't catch on to anything. I try to make sure that, it's contained, and I use Thieves everywhere. I use my hand purifier every 2 seconds, because when you reach for a box of tissue, and every single time if you go into the sink and wash your hand would fall off. Not just the skin, actually your hand would fall off. That's how many times that I've been reaching for tissues and blowing my nose and things like that. So I've been using a lot of that. Thieves, I've been diffusing it around the house with purification, pretty heavy-handedly, especially when my son is not home. I'm like basically, diffusing it, and if I could, I would walk around the house to, I don't know, get rid of the germs or something. So I use a lot of the Thieves already, and I've been making two DIY blends that I'll shoot a video to share those blends with you, because I've used up one. I have to make another one already. The wellness blend, and one is for like a respiratory. All these blends, especially if it's related to fall and winter, immune support, it would always have Thieves in it. So, I have probably like 1 or 2 bottles of Thieves left. So this is actually a perfect time for me to stock up. So, yeah, all you regular viewers know that, when I talk about one thing, I go on a tangent and talk about 10 other things. Okay, the third one that I have is peppermint. Now, peppermint, obviously, again, I got 3 of them. So peppermint is also one of the things that I use quite a bit now. To say something compliantly, I can't really tell you much, or say too much, but peppermint, again, peppermint is really something that I personally don't like mint. So for me to be using peppermint, it has to work really, really well. I don't eat mint, I don't eat peppermint, I don't eat spearmint, any of mint. I don't even like smelling it. Even if it's in ice cream, I don't eat it. But I really find it very, very useful. When I do have to say that, like, it's very, very cooling. So in the summer, it is a very good oil to have. So when you are really, really hot, or when my son is really, really hot, this is actually something that when you use it on him, it would make him feel comfortable, because it's very cooling. It cools the system off. And there were like one time in the past, I think a month and a half ago, where he uses a lot of this. Very, very hot, that's probably all that I can say. But you get my drift, right? So it's a very good time for me to stock up because I have a lot of little bottles here and there, but I really, for oils that I use every single day, I really like the bigger bottles because I don't have to be switching bottles every like 2 weeks. This bottle would last me a lot longer than the small, tiny little ones. So I like that. The third oil, basically the three previous oils are all from Premium Starter Kit. So is the next one, which is a lemon. Now, lemon and all the citrus oil is my love. I love the citrus. Oh, by the way, also I got 3 of them, and a lot. I use lemon on like a lot of things. You know, rub it on your chest with frankincense. You know, you could actually use it to, you know, you could drink it. I just made a thieves tea, which is basically a little bit of honey, depending on, you know, how sweet you like it. But honey, as long as you use some natural honey, like maybe a teaspoon or 2, it's not going to be bad for you because it has some natural, well, I'm not selling honey, I could actually say it. It has some natural properties that would be very is it antimicrobial? Like it cleans out your system. Yeah. If you have any throat issue, it cleans out your throat like stuff that is stuck in there. um and what I did with the thieves tea is that I put 2 drops of 2 drops of thieves and 4 drops of lemon and a little bit of honey, depending on how sweet you could take it, and pour like maybe a cup of water, hot water, and just mix it and make a tea out of it. I mean, thieves basically has a lot of strong, can I say herbs? I don't know if it's actually herbs, but like it has like cinnamon bark and clove and all that stuff, rosemary, eucalyptus. It has lemon, it has cloves and things like that. So it tastes pretty strong. So 2 drops of it would be very, very strong already. Now, initially, before I make any like thieves tea last year, I started making it last year, you know, during this kind of weather to make my throat feel a little bit better, smoother and everything. I was like, thieves, I don't think I want to drink it. It's gonna be very strong. It has cinnamon bark in it. It's gonna be very, very strong. And clove is very, very strong. But once you mix in 4 drops of lemon in it, it actually tastes very, very good. I actually made it for my husband this year, and even he was like, oh, it's actually quite tasty. Maybe because I put a lot of lemon and also a lot of honey in his cup. But yeah, it tastes pretty good. So let me take a sip. Okay, so those 4 oils, I got 3 of each. I mean, yeah, 3 of each. So that's 12 oils already. Those are all like my replenishment for, you know, for my premium starter kit. The premium starter kit comes with the smaller one. This is the bigger one. So the next oil that I have, when I say citrus oil is my love, I'm not joking. Orange is a very, very pleasant oil when you diffuse. I got 3 of them. It mixed very well with a lot of the blends. It makes it smell really, really pleasant, especially in the fall season around Thanksgiving. It smells really good with even like thieves or things like, oh, I just saw that there is a, on my Facebook group, there is a winter diffuser blend post that came out. I think there are quite a few that uses orange. One is like orange and something else and neroli. And I just got neroli last month. So I'm going to be trying to try that out. But another great use that a lot of people are saying is really, really good. I keep on saying that I need to try it. I need to start it. I need to put this in my bathroom to try it. Is people use this with the Aroma Bright toothpaste to whiten their teeth. Again, I have to try it. One of this bottle has to go into my bathroom for me to try it. I recently got like a new kind of like the spinning like organizer thing. So I put quite a bit of oil on the top shelf over there. So I have a little bit more access to my oil in the bathroom. So this is this really has to go into it so that I could brush my teeth with it. Yes, orange is just, it's so good. It tastes good. Put it into your water, put it into ningxia, put it into everything that you drink. It's that good. It's kind of like lemon, but sweeter. Okay, the next one is, again, citrus oil, grapefruit. Now, again, got 3 of them. So grapefruit, I mostly use it in my ningxia or in my water. I really like drinking it. And you know how people are like, yeah, in the morning, if you wanted to lose weight in the morning, you should eat half a grapefruit. I go drink something with grapefruit oil in it. Hey, you know what? It tastes good. So I got 3 of those. That usually sits right next to my my ningxia area. I have thieves, lemon, grapefruit, and frankincense right now, right next to my my ningxia area. Okay, the last oil, which I only got 2, is a lemongrass. Now, lemongrass, it smells really good. It smells really good diffused. But one of the reason why I got 2 of these bottles, because I mean, quite honestly, I've already got, like before this, I already have like 9 bottles of citrus oil. Why do I need lemongrass? Lemongrass is actually not citrus, but it smells very similar to citrus, in my opinion. But one of the reason why I use this, I think I'm gonna be using it more, even more, because I have 2 small bottles and I think I used up 1. Is because one of the unusual use of lemongrass is to remove your nail polish. So you basically put maybe like a drop on each, or if you wanted to like have a very thin cotton pad, you know, don't do cotton balls. I hate cotton balls because it absorbs all the essential oils and nothing actually got out of it. So use a very thin cotton pad, drip some lemongrass on it, and put it on your nails. Or for me, that the reason why I use it up so fast is I basically just drop 1 drop or maybe 2 drops on every single nail that I have. Wait for about 15-20 seconds and then use a cotton pad to just wipe it. And I am so surprised that it comes out, like it removes nail polish very effectively. I mean, even with like a commercial nail polish remover that I have, sometimes I'm like rubbing it, and then you have all these like red residue, like because of your like rubbing it so much, you don't always rub in one direction. You could be going sideways, and you know, red stuff got stuck in the cuticles area, and I'm like, oh, now I have to get down there and take out all the colors from there. But surprisingly, if you waited long enough, if you're patient, 1 or 2 wipes, it should take off the nail polish almost completely. So I'm very, very surprised, and that's what these are for. So far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 oils that I got 3 of them, and 1 oil that I got 2 of them. So I specifically kind of buy it like that. I didn't bought the last lemongrass because I've already hit the, like right at, I think it's right at the 300 PV marked, so that I could get some freebies. So let's go over the freebies. Okay, so the first oil from the freebie is a 15 milliliter of digize. Now, digize, digestive support. You need help in Thanksgiving, right? I mean, for me, I need help every single day when I eat. So when you eat anything like in, you know, large amount, or if you have any slowdown in your digestion, or if you eat anything that's you know, that you're probably not supposed to eat, when you have that sluggishness in your digestive tract, this could help you speed things up. Again, this works pretty well. Like I usually just put some carrier oil on and just rub it on my belly. And sometimes I would just, depending on who's around me, if I'm out there somewhere with other people, then I would probably try to put it into a veggie cap, and or maybe just have something with oil, like a carrier oil, and then just ingest it. There was this one time I was out there eating, I think like some kind of beef noodle soup or something. It has some like oil on top, and I'm like, okay, just drink a few, scoop of that soup. It has those oils, and I just basically have like 2 drops into my mouth and just swallow it. You don't even need a veggie cap. So just like either get it into your system internally, not this one, the Vitality one. Ah, wow, almost got me here. Either, use the Vitality one, or, this one, just rub it on your belly, dilute it. I do have to say, I don't, quite honestly, nobody likes the smell of this, but it works. And that's why people are using it over and over and over again. One thing about Young Living is that they're very strong in terms of making blends. And I've seen there are other companies that makes a lot of blends. They smell really, really nice, but when it comes down to it, it does not work as well. Whereas Young Living has blends that works really well. Most of them do smell pretty nice, I do have to say, but there are some blends like this one, nah, but it works really, really well. And that's why people use it. 15 milliliters in preparation of your Thanksgiving. So the next freebie that we have is this roll-on called Breathe Again, another blend. And this has carrier oil in it, so it's already pre-diluted, and you could just, start rubbing it on everywhere. It's for topical use mainly. Don't put it into diffuser. And this one, if I remember correctly, it has like at least 3 types of eucalyptus in it. When, this is the cold and flu season, when you have a little sniffle and you have stuffy nose, you can't get oxygen through your nose, and it is not a comfortable feeling. Breathe some of this and you will breathe again. There was this one time my husband was like completely stuffed up when he was driving, and I just basically like two dabs on his nose, like 1 dab and 2 dab, because I don't want him like rubbing it on his above his lips, and I don't want it running because sometimes he could sweat a little bit, and it could run down, and I don't want him like, what is this? It's eucalyptus, ah. So I was just putting like 2 dots on top of his nose and let him just breathe it in, and like within like 5 seconds he was like, oh yeah, I am breathing again. For all of you like exercise people, runners especially, there are a lot of people before they run rub some on their chest, and when they're running, it kind of helps open up their airway to get more oxygen into your system. And obviously when you're going out to running, you want to get more oxygen in, because oxygen is what keeps you healthy. Like every cell of your body needs oxygen. We're actually very deprived of oxygen because we always stay indoor, especially in the winter. So if you're a runner, if you go outside and run however long do you have to run, and you need a little bit of respiratory help to support your run, put a little bit of this on your chest before you run, and you would probably feel so much better with all those oxygen that you could breathe in. Okay, the last freebie for this order is a Super C. This is a Super C chewable, and this year, since for some reason I got, they call it below the wellness line. Let's just say it, I'm sick. I lost my voice and all that. I have runny nose. I have not actually, since I've been doing, the Young Living, clean living for a little bit now, because of, a lot of different reasons, I have been trying to clean out a lot of the things in my life. So I don't know what happened. Someone was calling and it cut off my, recording twice during this video. So as I was saying, Super C chewable, for some reason, this year I started to get a little below the wellness line, meaning I was sick, lost my voice, runny nose, and all that. Luckily, since I've been, living a little bit, having a little bit more of the healthy habits, like cleaning, not cleaning, eating habits, and the products that I've been using, I've been going non-toxic, products for quite a while. This year when I'm not feeling well, and for some reason I started not feeling well pretty early this season, and that's why I didn't start my fall regimen a little bit earlier. It kind of hit me by surprise. So this year, I got a little sick a little bit earlier than I thought. So I actually started, after I kind of got hit, and I thought initially I was like, oh, I do this and that, and I got better, and I stopped doing them. Silly me, I got sick again the next day. So after that, I was like, okay, I have to make sure that I follow what I think I need to do to get well and to make sure that my immune system is strong enough to fight off whatever it is. And the one thing that I was very, very careful about is making sure that my husband and my son doesn't get what I got. They don't get sick from me. My husband was a little tired over the weekend on Sunday, so we stayed home. We didn't do anything. We didn't even go out to grocery shopping so that make sure that everyone could rest. And that was the day that I actually feel better. But right after that, right after, I was a little under the weather. My husband was a little under the weather. We're not really sick. I started to have my son take this every single day. He has a multivitamin that his doctor gave him. It's also a chewable. And I do have to say, every single year, he does get a little under the weather as well. So I know that multivitamin, it might not have enough vitamin C for him. Excuse me. So I started him with this. Since he eats a chewable already, he probably likes this. And the first one that I gave him, I was like, do you like it? Is it like your other vitamin? Do you like it? And then what does it taste like? And then he was like, it's an orange. It tastes good. So I'm happy that he doesn't mind taking this. So I give him at least one of this every single day. Try to give it to him in the morning before he goes out to school. And we are going through it like really, really quickly. I probably have, like right now, I'm still in the maintenance mode, trying to make sure that, whatever it was bothering me and my husband over the weekend is not coming back. And I probably have like 4 of these a day. And I try to have my husband have 4 of these a day. I try to have the inner defense like 3. Like yesterday, I had it 4 times a day, and I feel so much better today. And, oh, should I say that? But anyway, it's supposed to boost your immune system to fight off the, whatever that you're having, okay? It's not to cure or diagnose or anything. So I've been taking 4. I gave my husband 4 this morning. I gave my son 1 this morning. So like each day, we're basically taking this like really, really fast. I think I probably have 1 more bottles. And after that, it'll be this. I have the ER order. Yeah, I think my ER order hasn't come in yet, but my ER order should be at least 300 PV, and I should get another one of this. So I might still need to stock up as it is, but I think during the month of October, because they have it as a freebie, it was out of stock. Yes, so I'm a little worried now. I should have been ordering more. But yeah, if we go through, let's just say if we just go through 5 or 6 of this a day, this is only a 90 tablets. So it might not last us through the whole fall and winter, depending on how many we're taking. Each tablet is 150 milligrams of Super C. The difference between this and some other C vitamins, at least that I've heard, is that since this is like a natural source vitamin, whereas some other vitamins that's on the market could be a synthetic vitamin C, when your body has synthetic vitamin C, even though the label says like 1,000 milligram, you might not actually be able to take advantage of the whole 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C, because when you take it into your body is like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what to do with it. And it might not actually be able to utilize it, let alone utilize it all. Most vitamin, your body will not utilize all of them. But if you could utilize most of them, that would be good. Now, the benefit of having vitamins or supplements from a natural source like Young Living, all of their stuff is natural, is that when it gets into your body knows what to do with it, and your body would be like, okay, vitamin C, let's get it to where it needs to be, where it needs to go. Whereas some other synthetic ones, they'll be like, I'm not sure, maybe just put it here for now until I can figure out what I wanted to do with you. So you might not actually benefit from even like a 1,000 milligram vitamin D versus this is like 150. You might be able to utilize most, if not all of them. So that's the difference between, like, people are saying, oh yeah, it's only 150 milligrams, but hey, you might actually benefit, have a lot of benefit from this versus something that has a higher number. At least that's how I understand it. When you have some, vitamin C that's sourced from a non-natural form. So that's my unboxing for the flash sale. I've got 20 oils that I purchased. I've got these 3 freebies. I can't really hold the 20 oils in my hand, so I'm very happy. Like, this October month's freebie is all about wellness, and it's trying to prepare you for November, like the Daijais. The holiday themes is coming up. November, oh my god, November freebie. If you guys have already checked out the November freebies, November is usually one of the biggest freebie months for Young Living because they're trying to prepare you for December, which is holiday. Obviously holiday, as in Christmas, they wanted to do something that is Jesus related or biblical related. So frankincense, it has always been a big month for frankincense, and if I remember correctly, November has the freebie 300 PV has the 15 milliliter of frankincense. I've been waiting for the whole year for that because that bottle is $74.50 the last time I checked it. So if you order 300 PV, you get that one for free. And I don't know, I might put in 2 orders. Because I'm low. I have like only 3 bottles of frankincense left. For me, that is very, very low because I use a lot of it. So I'm really, really looking forward to November month. I've been looking forward to November since last December. And another very interesting thing is that November also has a diffusing ornament. I don't exactly know what it is, but I think it's some like ornaments you could hang, but you could put like one of those sticks that diffuse, oils. I've never seen it before, so I'm very excited about it. So I can't wait to actually put in an order for November. But since it's the month of November, I will be waiting, and I always do actually. I'll be waiting until the very, 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 very last day, if I could, to put my order in. I think my order right now is pushed to like either 27th or 28th. That's the latest that I could push it, depending on the available dates. So that if there is any specials coming on, if there's any sales going on during the holiday, or Black Friday, Cyber Monday, as in last year, they have a lot of sale. If there's anything that I could put on my ER order, I would be able to do that. But we'll see. But even if it's just for the big bottle of frankincense, I would be very, very happy. So I can't wait for us to take a look at what November has in store for us. I know that the dish soap should be coming next order of something. I think it's November. Yeah, we'll see. So until I unbox next time, please, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, Mommy Trainee, and I usually try to upload the video every single week, except for the last couple of weeks I was not feeling well. My phone doesn't have battery. There is no sunlight because it was raining for pretty much the whole week, and when I turn on the camera, you can't even see half of my face. Today is actually like a supposedly a nicer day, and I have all the lights turned on. That's how you see my face, and last couple of weeks it was just not like this. So anyway, I hope you guys take care until we see next time, until we meet next time, or until we video next time. Bye-bye.